Hi guys. So I'm here with kind of a different video today. I am reviewing a kit that I got, well, almost a month ago, and I have to do it now because I'm going to get the second part this coming week. So I got to get on it. So it is one of Annie's kits. You've probably seen these. They're all over Facebook and the internet. And I had already done one of their other clubs. I think it was like charity knitting or something like that. And you got like a different pattern each month with the supplies, with the yarn, everything you needed. I think they even sent you the needle or the crochet hook, because I think I did crochet. But anyways, that was pretty fun, but it was a little spendy, I thought. I think it was like $30 a month, and they were pretty small projects, and I didn't really feel like continuing it, so I canceled it after a few months. Now this one, I saw ads for it several times before I finally decided to get it. I just think it's so gorgeous. And I haven't done that many, well, I was going to say circular. You know, I've done squares. I've done the granny squares, of course, because I do crochet some. And so I know a lot of the stitches, and I know granny squares, but I haven't done this just looks really unique to me, this mandala. Of course, they square off the corners when it gets big enough, it looks like. But I think the colors are really gorgeous. I love the color combination, the amount of different colors, the fringe. I like it all. So I figured I would join this one. And again, it's a monthly thing. So they send you the first kit. Now, in this first month, it tells you, okay, here, this is what I'm doing. Rounds 1 to 18, which is just this little tiny part in the middle here. So I'm not sure how many months this is for, actually. I probably should have found that out. I don't know. But I wanted to show you the yarns. They're really nice colors. They're anti-pilling yarn, which is very cool for a blanket. So I like the colors. I like how the yarn feels when I'm knitting with it, and it's round. Like, there's some yarns I've worked with before that are like flat, you know what I mean? They don't feel spherical. I don't know if it's the twist or what, but I really like how this feels. And oh, another nice thing is that I lost my pattern. When I finally got around to trying it out, I couldn't find the dang pattern. So I looked at my receipt from the shipping bag, which it comes in this super cute shipping bag, which I'll probably save and try and make a journal cover out of. It's just too cute to throw out. So yeah, I looked at my receipt and there was an 800 number on it, so I called that, and I was on hold for like 5 seconds. And then somebody came on and helped me, and she like looked up my email to see that I was a member, I guess. And then she was like, well, I can email it to you, but you can just go on the internet, on the website, and everything is there, all the patterns are there. And I was like, oh no, I didn't know that. That's very cool. So she told me the right website to go to, And then I just put in my email and it popped up with everything. So I printed out the pattern, which is actually bigger than the version that I got, which is nice for my old eyes. um, but I actually haven't looked at the pattern very much because they have videos for like every stinking step. It's great. And they tell you everything, all the little things, you know, like um, I always get confused about little things like fasten off yarn. Well, does that mean you pull the end through, or do you, I don't know. That always confuses me for some reason. She shows you exactly how to do that. And how to weave in the ends, you know, just every little thing like that. I was a little alarmed when I saw that the first round was doing where is it? Okay, round 1. Make a slip ring, which basically, I forget where I saw it in here somewhere. I know I saw it said the words magic ring, and I was like, ah, because I had never been able to figure out a magic ring before. It just baffled me. And so I think that must have been in the before times, like before all the internet videos on YouTube about how to do every single knitting and crochet stitch known to man, because I found both left-handed and right-handed how to do a magic ring. And so I figured it out. Yay! So that was very cool. And I'll show you, you know, just in case you haven't seen the 27 videos about doing a magic ring, I'll show you how to do it. And I also figured out that even though I'm left-handed, I crochet right-handed. I guess I just learned that way. I know I knit left-handed, but for some reason I crochet right-handed. So that was interesting to note, because I started watching the left-handed one and I was like, this isn't right. This feels weird. So yeah, I figured that out. Okay, so round 1 is that magic ring thing, and I got some big yarn, some big chunky monkey yarn, and I'll just give you a tip. When you're trying to learn a new stitch, variegated yarn is great, because you can see all the different parts of the stitch. It's not just all a blob, you know, they're all different colors. So that is awesome. Okay, so I've got a big fat crochet hook and some fat yarn to show you how to do the magic ring. So you get a little tail, you know, a few inches, 5-6 inches, whatever you're comfortable with. And then you lay it on your hand. This is for right-handers. Then you're going to cross it over some fingers. Actually, not cross it. First you loop it around, and then you cross it. So you make a little X on the front of your fingers. Put your thumb there and hold it. Then you're going to stick your hook in through that loop and pull this through. Get on there. Okay, so now we've got a little loop on there. So then you can let go, take your fingers out of that loop. Here's your working yarn. You want to loop around your hook and pull it through that loop. And now that is your beginning loop, I guess, but it doesn't count as a stitch. So now the easy part is just doing however many stitches you need in your ring. So let's just do, I don't know, 6 stitches. So you go back through here, you keep this loop open, you know, then you wrap your hook like normal. This is for single crochet, and then you're going to pull through the 2 loops, which I made that one too tight. I should have left it, huh? Okay, so there's one. That was awkward. Oh, and you can take this out. It doesn't need to be a knot anymore. You can just pull that out. But you are going around both strings so that you're weaving in the tail as you go. So that's nice too. Okay, so we're going to go back, grab that, pull it through, and do another single crochet stitch. That's 2. And you can see, you know, there's the loops. So you don't count that blob where we started making the ring. We just count the 2 stitches. Okay, so let's do number 3, 4, and isn't this nice? Like I said, you can see where all the stitches are from with the variegated yarn. Okay, 5, 6. Let's see, did I get that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's right. Okay. So now you're going to pull the tail. So it snugs that up, and then to end the ring, you're just going to go through the top of that first stitch and pull through the loop through that and through that. And there you have your finished ring. And it's not, even if you have to put stitches in there, which, you know, you can loosen it back up if you need to. I shouldn't have pulled it so tight. Okay, but even after you put stitches in through the middle, it's not gonna get all loosey-goosey like a normal ring does, because you've got this tail. You can just snug it up, and once you're done putting stitches in the middle, if you need to put any in there, then you can pull it super tight and there will be no hole, you know, there will be nothing showing. So that is the magic ring. I hope that was helpful. You know, the thing that I kind of figured out was the main part is that usually when you do a slip knot to start, you just do a loop and then you start doing stitches. You start doing a chain, right? Well, when you do a magic ring, you're not doing that. You're not making a line. You are stitching into the circle immediately. It's already a circle, you know? So that is what I kept in my brain when I was learning it, and I feel like it's sticking, so yay. So I hope that was useful, and now I'm going to try and do it with my kit. Okay, so I've got my G 5mm, which I actually did a swatch, which I hate doing. Probably everybody does. And I thought, it's a blanket, who cares? But, you know, she says in the video that it does matter because of the way the different stitches fit together, I guess, something like that, something magical. And the woman doing the videos is also the designer of the pattern, which is cool. It's not just some yokel. So, yeah, I did a swatch and made sure I was getting 4 stitches to an inch. And I was, so that's good. So then I took it apart. What was I going to say about that? Oh, well, I went by not the letter, but the actual measurement, the 5 millimeters, because I think that's what, yeah. See, they say size H or 8 or 5 millimeter. And I have some hooks that have letters and some have numbers. But really, I think the most useful measurement on there is that 5 millimeters. So I would go by that if you're trying to do the gauge. And I usually knit and crochet kind of loose. So I wanted to do a swatch to make sure that that would be the right hook size for me. And it seems like it was. So, okay, so this is the first color. If you can't tell by looking at the mandala. Oh, we should turn this on. Why didn't I turn that on before, you guys? Okay. So, if you can see the teeny tiny little blue circle in there, that's the first thing we do. Okay, so we'll do the magic ring here. Put the tail across your hand. Make a cross over your fingies. Then stick the hook in. Pull this through. And then I hold on to that. And then I pull my working yarn around, pull it through. That's my first stitch that I do not count. Then I pull out the tail, just so it'll be nice and smooth circle. I don't know if it matters. I just saw her do it, so I'm following her, the designer. Okay, so then we have what, 12? I think there's 12 stitches. Yes, work 12 stitches, 12 single crochet in the ring. Okay. This ring is probably huge. I don't need that much, but I just want to keep it obviously a circle so you can see. Okay. 1, a 2, a 3, and a 4, 10, 11, and 12. Okay. Now I'm going to pull this snug-a-bug, but not too tight. I still need to, actually I don't think I need to get in there. Let's see. No, fasten off color A. Yep, okay. Well, to fasten it off, we just go through the top of that first stitch. There we go. Take the working yarn, pull through, and it makes a really nice circle too, I think. It's just like a perfect little circle. Okay, and then I can actually cut Aren't these cute? I have no idea where I got them. My little snippers. Oh, come on, man. You're on camera. You gotta work. You know what? It's because I'm left-handed. Right-handed cutting implements don't work for me. Okay, I got it. Okay, so this is what would confuse me before. Is a lot of times when you fasten off, they would tell you to stick this through that and pull it through. But no, not in this one. She says just pull it through like that. Okay, maybe that's the same thing. I don't know. I hope I'm not as clear as mud, that I'm clearer than mud. Okay, so now here's the cool thing is you can still tighten this baby up. You can really pull that sucker tight. There. That is not opening again. Not in this lifetime. So, ta-da! Magic ring. First round done. Okay, so now I'm going to do the second round, and then I will come back and tell you, I can't like give away the whole pattern, but I will come back and tell you after I do the second round how that went. How's that? And this is the second round color. Okay, so I have finished round 2, so I've now got rounds 1 and 2, and that's what it looks like. I've weaved in all the ends, and it looks really nice. I mean, you can hardly tell where the join is. It's right there, just to tell you. But she shows you exactly how to do this thing called a duplicate stitch, so that you hide the join and don't have this like extra space. You pull it tight once you do that stitch, and then you weave in the end immediately so that you can keep it tight. Because she shows you like how if you don't pull it tight, it'll look like you have an extra stitch, and that'll mess you up on the next round. But yeah, I really like this so far. I mean, I know it's tiny. It sounds ridiculous, but I really like the videos, the lessons, the yarn. So I'm going to keep going. Back in a sec. Round 3. Yes, I got it done. I did have to do it twice because I got a little confused about where you did the stitch, because these are clusters and you do them like in the back of the stitch from the previous round so that you get this nice little rim, this like pushed up rim of stitches. And I was confused, and I had like an extra stitch at the end, which I knew was wrong, so I pulled it out and did it again, and then I did it right. So no problem, just a temporary setback. But yeah, it's looking good. I'm gonna keep going. Round 4. Okay, so I am now halfway done with this month's pattern kit thingy. I just finished round 9. Isn't it cool? I just love this pattern. All these cool ridges, and then this thing that like grabs 2 rows down, and the little popcorn bubbles here. Well, they're called clusters, but they look like popcorn to me. Oh, and I don't need this. But I've got a few stitch markers out just for counting when I'm making sure I have, you know, the right number of stitches, or if something is off. You know, once you get up to 70 stitches, if you lose your place, you don't want to have to go all the way back. So I put a few stitch counters on there, like every 20 stitches, so it was easier to count. So I was just going to show you this duplicate stitch that she has us use on almost every round when we finish. So here I have finished the round and pulled the tail through my last stitch. Let's see if I can zoom in anymore. Okay, so here's the tail. And this is what you do for the duplicate stitch to finish it off. So you go back to your first stitch in the round, and that is this right here. This is just the knot, the slip knot that we started with, but this right here is the stitch. So you go under those top two bars with your needle, with the tail on the needle, the ending tail, and you're going under the back bar, basically, or over it, because you're going under the top two bars. Okay, so under the top two bars, pull that through, and then you're gonna want to get these tails out of the way. This other beginning tail, let's see if I can pull that out of the way. It's hard to do this in the air. Okay, so I pull that, whoop, I pull that snug, and then I'm gonna go through the top of that last stitch in the round, you know, where my tail's coming out of. So it goes under the first stitch top loops, and then I come around and go through the top. Whoop. Okay, go through the top, the middle, basically, the middle of these two top loops. So, and then it doesn't matter what you go through down there, but on the top is what matters. So I go through that top. Dang it, where am I? Sorry, it's hard to see what I am filming. Okay, so go through that one, and then you pull it. So pull it through, and then you see this right here, where the tail is pulling. You want to pull it tight, because if you leave it loose, you basically create another stitch here, and you don't want that. That'll make you be off on your next round. So pull that tight so that you've got that. Darn it. Pull it tight. So you've got the beginning and the ending stitch. Now I'm trying to pull the knot out of the way too. There we go. That's a little better. Okay, so now I'm just going to weave in my tail on the back. But I just wanted to show you this duplicate stitch. Hopefully this is helpful. I haven't really used this before, so it's new to me, and this gets in my way sometimes, that knot. But if I just remember, it's the slip knot, it's not a stitch, and then you know, pull it tight enough that I'm not creating another stitch between that slip knot and the last knot, the last stitch. then I'm good. So hopefully that was helpful. Okay, so now I'm gonna go on and continue and hopefully finish this tonight, because I know that my next kit for however many rounds is on the way. And I know there's 2 more colors. This is already 5 colors and there's still 2 more, so that'll be fun to see the new colors. Okay, so I'll come right back after I make some more progress. So I have made more progress. I've actually only got 2 more rounds to go on this first kit, but I'm having some problems. I have like some extra stitches or something on this round because it's not coming out even. So I'm trying to figure that out. But meanwhile, I have this in my lap. Oh, can you hear the squeaking? I mean, honestly, how am I supposed to get any work done with this cute little fur ball in my lap? I will try. I will do my very best. Okay. Ta-da! So guys, I have finished the first kit. Yay! I'm very happy with it. I'm really glad I got the kit. I'm learning new stitches. For instance, the hardest one, or the weirdest one, was the split front post treble crochet 2 together. Say that 5 times fast. So I don't even remember which one that was on here. But yeah, lots of fun stitches. I really, I like the way it looks. And I'm glad I'm doing it. I'm going to continue with it. So I got, whoops, avalanche. I got my next kit, number 2, and these are the yarn colors. So these 2 are new colors. Let's see if it says what colors they are. Not really. Don't see it on there. I think this one's supposed to be honey. Maybe this is rose. I don't know. Pink and yellow. How about that? So more colors, and then there's a couple that, you know, I already have, which I'm guessing that means I'm going to run out of these as we keep going, especially since it's getting bigger, so it's taking more of the yarn to get all the way around. So yeah, so I just wanted to show you guys that, you know, give you my review. I like it. I don't know about the cost. Let's see. So, you know, the first one was like free except for shipping, because they want to hook you. So that was like $6.95. And then this one was the second kit. It looks like my total was $27.54 with the shipping. So almost $30. Yeah. I don't know if it's really worth it when you figure out how much the yarn would cost and then the pattern. But then you get the instruction too, and I am finding that super valuable, because I think I already said this, the person who designed this whole Afghan, this whole pattern, is the one who is doing the videos on how to do each round. So she's super clear. The only problem I had was on round 17. Yeah. It was, let's see. Okay, I just finished round 18. That's this one behind the other ones. This is round 17. These were easy to do, but when I finished the round, it came out where I had 2 extra stitches, and I could not figure that out. I went back and made sure I had the right number of stitches on this round, the round before, and I did. I had the exact right number, and I even redid it, recounted it. Still, same thing. I had 2 extra stitches, so I ended up cheating and, you know, just skipping those, you know, like one over here, spread them out. And you can't tell because it's only 2 stitches. But that was annoying that I could not figure that out. And I checked to make sure there weren't any errors on the pattern, because they would have that on the website, and there wasn't. And I even saw there are some other YouTube videos of people doing this pattern, and they're not having problems. So I guess it's just me. I don't know. But I figure that's a pretty good average, 1 out of 18 rounds. That's the only one I had problems with coming out even. So, yep, I'm going to keep going. So that's the end of this review. I like it. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. Okay, thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next video. Bye.